Hey there fellow Factorians, Owners here with another episode of my first Megabase. Okay, we are working on our rocket silo. Last episode we had our setup here for rocket fuel, and as you can see it is struggling immensely. We are really not making much solid fuel, certainly not enough. And it looks like all these are working hard. We've definitely got the light all for it. We're just not making enough, are we? And still a few upgrades here, but each of these is doing what? One every 2 seconds. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 a second being produced, and that's pretty much what we're seeing. Looks like about 6 a second, doesn't it? Hardly the 45 a second for a full blue belt. So what I am going to do is I am going to see if we can deconstruct modules. No. I would like these modules to be returned. Maybe we just need to deconstruct all of this. Okay, let's just do that, shall we? Alright. And then we will do that. Okay. That'll get back our productivity modules. Let's deconstruct this, because it's not actually doing anything. And we'll pop them back in, because there's no point having all these beacons in our inventory now, is there? And this last one, yep, that's the last one. Alright. So, oops, let's just copy that. Straight down like so. Alright. So that is certainly ready for our arrangement. I don't have any more on me. Alright. And we currently have... Oh, we are running really low on logistics spots, aren't we? Need to keep pumping them into the network. Things are getting really tough. Alright, we've got 1,000 here. So let's, what can we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 350 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And pop all those in there. Alright. Just get a few going. And get those out of my inventory. Alright. And it looks like we are missing something in the construction here. We are missing lubricant. Alright. Have we killed our lubricant somehow? Or is it just not producing enough? Let's chase it back in map mode. Doesn't look promising, does it? Alright. Lubricant has very little lubricant in it. That is hooked up though. Alright. Yeah, we're just not really producing much. We are cracking heavy oil, yeah. Crude oil is okay. Yeah, we still got some crude oil. Where was our crude oil loading? Copper crude oil loading. This guy is struggling something fierce. We're probably starting to reach our limit of these, aren't we? Yep. Alright, so they're not great. We are probably going to have to start tapping some of these. So that was just all going to petroleum. That's okay. Anyway, let's not get too caught up on the bottlenecks. Let's just put in the infrastructure that the resources will use. So, okay, so this needs low density structures as well. So let's do low density structures. Now, what have we ended up producing here? Okay, we have, these are producing 1 every 30 seconds. We have 20 of them, so we are producing 20 every 30 seconds. Okay, that's alright. Let's see if we can match that with low density structures. 20 every 30 seconds. 20 of these would be likewise 1 a second. Alright, that's alright. Let's do that, shall we? And what do they need? They need 2 components, don't they? 3 components. Alright. So if we want to do a beacon arrangement, which we sure do, we are going to have to be a little bit smarter about it. And let's think about how we could get 2 in and 1 out within this same spacing. Alright, so this is the spacing we've got to work with. We want to have 2 inputs. If we have 2 inputs, and that's not going to work because this is no longer covered by that, isn't it? Yep. Alright. So for this to be covered by both of them, it needs to be there. Okay. So what we end up with is something a little bit stranger. We need to do some of this arrangement. And that is not ideal. Yep. Alright. And then that is repeated. Like so. So this way we actually have a belt which we can grab from... It's only on that... yeah. Alright. Let's just see how this works. So alright, so we need some inserters. Why have I not got stack inserters here? Alright. So that's going to be our copper. This is going to be low density structures, of course. And this is going to be our output. Now 20 of these is going to take up a whole lot of space, isn't it? It's only going to produce 1 a second. Alright, well that's fine. If we're producing 1 a second though, how much copper are we actually using up? We are using 20 copper a second. So we could do... we're using... sorry. If we're doing 1 a second, we're using 20 copper a second. So 2 a second is kind of the max for a blue belt, single blue belt of copper, which would be 40 of these. Man, that's going to be huge, isn't it? You know, like, what's the size of that deposit? Nah, it's not even worth worrying about. Alright, so let's see just how this works, shall we? The problem is I don't think this arrangement, taking from a underground that is going away from you, is particularly good. I think that's actually quite poor on power. Quite poor on... that is intriguingly good. But what I think that means is it goes there and there. That should be every second one, and we're actually covering all of them. Alright. I like it. If this works, that is. Which is yet to be confirmed. Alright. So we've got copper, we've got our mixed steel and plastic, and then we just need some outputs. This feels like it uses just a heap of space here. Is there any way we can... improve that? What if we tried something different with this? Sorry, deconstruct that. Oh, Something getting damaged. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, let's fortify this area. Nope. Just nope. Alright. Yep, we've still got a few areas that only have every second turret being built on, so that's okay. Alright. But what I wanted to do here was, let's try something like that. Let's just then... Now this could be interesting as well. Okay. It is a little bit closer. I just want one of these everywhere, I guess. And then we have our mixed belt coming in here and doing that. And these are still reaching all of them. Yeah, okay. Alrighty, let's just see what that looks like if we copy that out, hey? Where are we? Okay, let's not take the whole craziness. And there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, and 20. I'm not too... Yeah, I'm okay with that, provided this works. My concern is this one pulling off the splitter there. Let's hook it up. I mean, that's the only way we're gonna find out, hey? Let's copy that down to the output, and let me just do something like that and figure out. Okay, so copper, we don't need those ones. Or that one, and then this is plastic and steel, which will mean those ones go. Alright. If we got somewhere, nope, that's not it. We've got somewhere clean that we can just get a full 4. There we go, look at that, okay. So let's just bring those straight down, shall we? Excellent, and those ones there, please. Alright, so this one here is our copper. And it's pretty much, it is going to use that a full lane though. Okay. So we probably want to be able to direct some things in there. And we will output priority left. Alright, so we'll get a full belt in. Now, this one over here has to be plastic and steel. Alright, so there is our steel. And no, that's, what am I doing? Alright, and then plastic is there. Alright, like so. Plastic and steel. That's what we wanted, isn't it? Plastic and steel. Alright, so let's hook that up and just see what happens. Okay, you're grabbing. It looks like it's working. And as these guys pick up their sort of second batch, we are getting to the back. Yes, I think we are. Plastic, go. Yep, alright. I think that is it, isn't it? Starting to get some low density structures. And let's feed them in. we might as well do just a simple belt balance on that. That is a input balancer. So if you remember last episode, we did this crazy arrangement which actually balances a unbalanced load, whereas this one down here only balances a unbalanced input. And you'll probably see people do ones like this, which is just the same thing really, but this one does it if it actually is on two lanes of the belt. But because we're only on one side of the belt here, what we had before actually is sufficient, because that way everything comes on this lane and half of it goes there. But yeah, alright, let's not get too caught up in that, and let's do this arrangement here as well, just to make sure we get some of those stored. And we're already seeing we've got what do we got? 480, 480. So actually, annoyingly, not enough to need 1,000. I think it is 100 times 10. Yes, we need 1,000 of each. So last component for the launch items is our rocket control units. So they need a speed module and a processing unit, a level 1 speed module. Alright, so we'll need to produce some level 1 speed modules. Let's see, these take 30 seconds and a level 1 speed module takes 15 seconds. So one of these can support 2 of them. Do we want to try and do direct insertion? Let's see what that would look like. Alright. If we have something like that, doing direct insertion, what would that be? Okay, so we would need a lane of blue and of red and green circuits there, and then another lane of blue. We can use that same arrangement we've done up here for that. And then we just direct insert and output. Alright, so that means that would work. Is that the most efficient way to do it? I am not sure. Let's find where rocket control units are first. There we go. Alright. So this arrangement, can we power it? Yes, we can power it. I wonder if we could get power 2? No, probably not. Alright, let's just do some regular power poles then. Like so. Yep, alright. And let's have some lights. No, we can't. So oh yeah, okay, so we could do something like that. And then that and that. And then that becomes our section here. Feels like that these are affecting, and we would have another row. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's that works. How many of these do we need to make one a second? We need 30 of them though. Well, we don't need 30. We did do 20 of these though, didn't we? Yeah. Now the thing though is satellites need the low density structures and rocket fuel as well, whereas we don't actually need to be producing that for the rocket control units. So that kind of means we don't need as many. Is that 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Man, that is huge, isn't it? It does save us, like, my alternative, I guess, is to do a row of these separately. But this way we would save modules. And honestly, space, do we save modules though? Because we've got these huge gaps. Yeah, you know what? Let's redo this as 2 separate lines. I think that is going to be just better. This arrangement would work, but I think it's just going to end up costing us more in modules and beacons because of the like these big gaps here just mean you need more beacons. So it's an interesting setup, but I don't think it was the smartest. All right. So there, is that one touching it? It is. Okay. So this is just going to be a very simple. This will be modules, speed modules, if I can find them, and we'll just do all we need for that is that and an output, and we'll output that way. We can just power it up like so, and we can pop a light in. Alright. So, each of these does 2. We will need 15 of these to make 30. I think that should be 16. That is 16. Excellent. Alright, let's kill that. We'll let that get fixed up by the bots. Alright. And, of course, this is the wrong way. Naturally. Let's run along it like so. Great. We don't need you. Alright, are we actually out of... I think we sent them all up to the building train. Alright. So what we want then is we will have a row of beacons, and then another row here that is getting these guys. Nope, like you, like that. And also getting some blue circuits. There we go, alright. So let's copy that down again. And let's copy that up to there. Great, alright. And then you need to go there, there, and there. And like so. Okay, easy. There we go. Get our blue circuits in there. What does we got? We got these the wrong way. It's alright. And that is the wrong way. Okay, so there's our blue circuits in. And if those were facing the right way, that would also be these guys in. So these guys actually need this same arrangement, because they are having red and green. Alright. So you go there, you're there, you're there, you're there, and like that. There is our red and green for these guys. 5 of each. Yep. Okay. So they should be producing now. They should be if we had red circuits, but we don't. Let's forget about that, shall we? Alright. So now these guys then are just a simple matter of popping them into the recipe. And the recipe for what are we making? Control units. Processing units and speed models. Great. Alright. So let's just copy that. We will have inputs, we will have outputs, and we will do another one of these and some more of these. Alright. There we go. And that one just gets that corner one. Excellent. Alright, so then we need 30 of these. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. No, that's, whoa. That was it was too perfectly symmetrical, and I couldn't just drag and drop. Alright. So let's paste that again, but this time we're going to have to go manually. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. We're going for 30 of these? Yeah, we are. Alright. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alright, that is 30. Yep. And yeah, we'll just see what happens there. Power up those guys. That becomes an output. Looks like we're out of goodies. And let's see if we can find our paste for the undergrounds. There we go. Alright. That just goes straight across. And then up here, somewhere like this. And let's just do that as well, hey? Alright, we are pretty much out of everything. But the robots will build it, and we have set up what we need for a rocket launch. We've got just a tiny bit of time left. Let's see if we can quickly set up a area for satellites. So we need, as well as the low density and rocket fuel, we need solar panels, accumulators, radars, and blue circuits. So I think what we will do is actually we'll pop down some power for this guy in a nice little square pattern, because hey, why not? Except that the power lines kind of don't work how I would like. Let's power that up. Okay, we want to have a little bit of space for probably some beacons up the top here. Like so. And then down the bottom we will make our satellite. Alright, so we are going to make a satellite here, and I'm just going to cheat it a little bit and pop in one of these here, and we're not going to request those or those, although we are going to get them. Let's get them out of here, and we were too slow to fill those in. Not too slow for that. Alright. Let's just get rid of some of those from our inventory. But we do have enough for a satellite, which takes 5 seconds, so we probably want, well, we only need one satellite. Well, we need, we're doing 1,000 a minute. Oh, 1,000 per launch. We want 1,000 per minute, so we need to do one launch per minute, which is definitely enough. Yeah, that's going to be ample. And then that feeds in like that. Alright. And then you auto launch with cargo. And all we need to do is then feed these guys in, as well as getting those. Okay, let's just make sure we've got stuff on the way. There's plenty in storage, plenty in storage, plenty in storage, plenty in storage. Okay. I am pretty happy with that. Of course, we don't actually have the goods to make this work properly just yet, but that's all right. You know what? We're gonna have enough space. That's 5 of them and 10 of them. 1 of them, 1 stack, 1 stack. Yeah, okay, yeah. There is enough space in here for all those items. So let's say this needs 100. And 50 rocket fuel, so let's just say this will have always have 500 there, so you'll only have 500, and this needs 50, so we'll have 30 in each. Alright, and that'll allow the bots to ferry stuff over there. It feels a little cheap, but let's do it. Alright, so let's find the middle of this. there, there, and there. Alright, so rocket number 1 will go something like this. And just in time too, as we are nearing the end of our non-science research. Alright. Some nice little dog leg there, just to make life interesting. And now, do I want a buffer? Yes. Let's do something like this. And yeah, I like that actually. Grab those in and throw them in. Alright. So we want to have, that's going to be 100. We just need 10 per launch. But we are going to need a few of them all. Okay. So rocket control units currently suck. That's to be expected. I am actually going to we'll disable this for now. I think that's a pipe dream, honestly. Alright, so we've got a satellite built, we've got a satellite, there's a satellite ready, so that will load it in as soon as that's built. But yes, so rocket control units are our bottleneck because red circuits are there. But we have everything in place now to actually launch a rocket, so next episode we will try and address our red circuit issue. Alright. Thank you for watching, and as always I would love to hear your comments down below, and we will next episode hopefully fix our red circuit so we can actually launch a rocket. Alright, I will see you all next episode.